Hello, this is Lance Cleveland. Today we released version 4.7.1 of the Premiere add-on that will be available to all current subscriptions to the Premiere package for Store Locator Plus. Now, a few things have been added to this release. One of the first visual elements that you'll see is that Google has changed their Maps rendering API, and they've dropped a lot more location icons on their maps. They're a lot more visible in bright colors, and they are clickable. So on this map we have our locations here that are all defined with these markers set by Store Locator Plus. But we also have map markers for all these locations that Google has in their Maps engine. And these by default are clickable. So all these little icons here we did not add. They're added by Google automatically, and they could be for even competitors, for example. Now, there is a way that you can turn those off as far as the clickable part of that, easily with Store Locator Plus. You're going to want to go to Store Locator Plus with the Premiere add-on activated, go under the Experience Map section, and you're going to look under your Appearance section and find clickable icons, and you can turn that off. And that will stop the info bubbles from coming up. If you want to make other changes to hide those, you'll have to change the JSON styling, which is under the appearance of the map using map style, and there are different places that can set different styles for you. One of them is Snazzy Maps, which you'll see a link to here, that give you predefined styles. So that takes care of that. The other thing that has been added to Store Locator Plus Premiere add-on version 4.7.1 is scheduled interactions, so scheduled tasks for our locations. Now here under the General Schedule tab, we can do a couple of things automatically and have it run on a set interval. Using geocoding and initial distance settings, you have similar settings for the time interval. You can set it to run now, which means it will run one time in about 10-15 seconds next time this page comes up. You can run it every hour, twice a day, or daily, and it'll run at the top of the hour for all of these tasks. So those tasks will allow you to do things like re-geocode all your locations. So if you're importing automatically via a scheduled cron import from the Power add-on, or if you are putting data into your database remotely from a third-party service, then this will allow you to automatically geocode all those locations that have not yet been geocoded. You can also have it recalculate initial distance. That's for any locations where you are forcibly setting the latitude and longitude from a remote service, not via import, but from third-party services. You'll want to recalculate the initial distance. That is the value that is set by the map when the locations initially load. So here's where you change these intervals. Just set how often you want it to run, and it will actually be scheduled. Now you can check the schedule under the Info tab, and with the Premiere add-on under the Info tab, there is a new schedule section, and it will show you all the scheduled items in WordPress. So this will show you everything that's scheduled to run hourly, the tag name, and the next time it's scheduled to run. It also shows you the built-in WordPress or anything else. If you have other plugins or add-ons or theme things that are running scheduled tasks, this will show you all of them with the Premiere add-on under Info Schedule. Now you can turn off logging or view logged messages back under the General tab. You can turn on or off logging of these cron jobs that need to communicate things to you because they don't have an active user interface. They'll actually be logged in a cron list of messages, and you can turn that on or off for scheduled messages from Power add-on or even the import messages from the Power add-on. So you can turn that on and off here, and you will actually see those messages at this bottom part of the screen. This task hasn't run yet, so we don't have messages, but any messages will show you the timestamp and any relevant information they need to communicate back to you. So that's Premiere add-on 4.7.1. That's our December 2016 update for active subscribers. We have ways to turn off the clickable icons on Google Maps, and we have a new series of scheduled tasks that can be scheduled to run on a regular basis with the Power add-on. As always, thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting Store Locator Plus.